Let's say you're a new rider, you're looking for a bike, and you saved up some money, and you're wondering what bike you should get. I think the Ninja 650 is the way to go, man. Guys, welcome back to the channel. We got something special for you today. I'm excited. We are going to be test riding and reviewing a Ninja 650. Hold on, I don't have blinkers, so I just gotta put my hand up. Please don't hit me. He's turning right too, so we're good. The Ninja 650 is really the only 650 class motorcycle that's like, it can be a starter bike and it can be someone's just forever bike. It's got plenty of power for both of those things, and it's just an overall really good bike. And there's really no other bike like it besides the new R7, but that's 10 grand, or like an older SV 650, but those are pretty old and you might not like their style. So the 650, the Ninja 650 is just right there in the middle. You can get them for about 5 grand, and that's a lot of bike for 5 grand. It's got an upright position, but you can also be racy with it if you want to. It's got plenty of intimidating power for someone starting out, but it's also something you can grow into, and it can be all you'll ever need. I think it's the perfect amount of power output for around town riding. Like this 1000, like this is so overkill. I mean, I'm a big guy, but it's still overkill. Like, it's pretty boring to just ride a big bike like this around and know what it's capable of, but not be able to even reach it on the street, you know? I mean, yeah, I could speed and pass this guy in the double yellow, and, you know, and that'd get a lot of views probably, but I'm not that kind of rider, you know? I mean, I'm not saying I've never broken the law. I never will, but, you know, I'm not going to be a dick. So a 600 and a 650 are going to be the same, and a 1000 for that matter. They're going to be all around the same speed up until about 60 miles an hour, really. And then a 600 takes off and a 1000 takes off even more. But for around town riding and even kind of just back road cruising, 650 is really all you need. Don't mind the missing mirror. I had a little bit of an oopsie, but we're gonna get that fixed. Let's get that cold start for you guys. Oh, starts right up, man. Man, she sounds good. She sounds good. Man, I can just not get over how beautiful this bike is. For what you can pick one of these up for, it is just gorgeous. But let's see. Oh man, that thing sounds good. So Ninja 650. These bikes are very popular, and there is a good reason for that. Oh, this thing sounds so good. This thing sounds so good. I think the Ninja 650 is the perfect around town bike. Man, it does everything. It does everything so well. It's got a lot of torque. It's got a lot of torque. You know, it is no slouch at all. If you get a Ninja 300, Ninja 400, you're gonna have to fight that thing to get it up and going. But man, this thing around town, it's just got all the power you need. It's got a lot of intimidating power, especially for new riders. I think this has plenty of power to scare you. It's got plenty of power that you can grow into, and it's comfortable. Man, it handles so good for what it is. You wouldn't think it would, because it's not a super sport. You always think of super sports being the ones that can handle really good. And well, This 650, man, this thing will lean right over, man. It wants to lean over. You're in your upright position, right? Your ergonomics are very, very comfortable. Your feet are in a more racy position. It's got rear sets on it, but your back is very upright. Your arms are just right out in front of you. You know, very, very comfortable. And man, it's just great. And if you got a buddy, right, that thinks that these won't keep up with 600s, they will. Oh man, they just downshift so smooth. This thing just does it all, man. It really just does it all. It does it all. Oh man, that rear brake is nice. Why is my phone ringing? This thing is just as fast as a 600 and a 1000 from 0 to 60. Probably more like 0 to 70. But for around town riding, back road cruising, man, this thing is just, it's perfect. It is just absolutely perfect, and I am so comfortable. I could sit here probably all day long if I wanted to. But man, if you're looking for a bike, right, that you want to learn on, you want to learn how to shift, how to downshift, how to corner, and not be scared of the bike, and kind of test your limits, this is the bike to get, because you can grow into this bike and get used to it and still just keep it forever, because it's really all you'll ever need, right? It is just such a good motorcycle. These parallel twins, man, that sounds good, man. This thing's got a nice exhaust on it. Oh man, this thing just screams. That sounds good. This thing will cruise at 75, 80, no problem. I mean, if you daily commute, if you got a half-hour commute, an hour commute a day, this thing will do it, no problem, man. You can sit there and cruise at 75, 80, even 90 if you want to. I mean, the bike it just sits there. It's really, really stable at higher speeds. You know, now this bike probably tops out at about 130, which 130, I mean, that's as fast as you'll ever need, you know. I mean, I'm shifting at 7 grand. It goes all the way to 11. You know, I mean, this bike, it's got a lot of pep in its step for sure. You can keep up with just about anybody on any road besides a highway, right? Like if you're not gonna be able to keep up with those big super sports, you know, going over 100 on the highway. But I mean, if that's the type of rider if that's the type of riding you like to do, then hey, you go for it. We're gonna stop and we are going to look at this bad boy, get a better look at it in the sunlight here. I'll turn this both light on here. Man, that is a gorgeous bike. Gorgeous bike. Really can't get much better than that. You really can't get much better than that. Man, that sounds damn good. That sounds damn good. So if you're looking for a nice bike to start on or to get back into riding, for around 5 grand you can get you one of these.